Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Shimoneta episodes 5 and 6. I am so close to finishing this show. I have 2 episodes left, and I just found out that somebody at my youngest nephew's school has COVID, so they are not going to school for the rest of the week, so they can clean it. Which means my nephew's going to be home all week. If I'm lucky, I should be able to still record if I can keep him busy with something. I would have to give him the tablet because he still hasn't figured out how to work the remote for the TV so he can put it on whatever YouTube video he wants. Within, obviously, reason. Because, they like to watch the little kid stuff. But he doesn't know how to work that remote. He would have to keep bugging me to come and put another video on. So, yeah. Hang on. Hello? No, they're sleeping. Okay. That was just my sister wanting to talk to the kids, but they're sleeping. I finished Shimoneta tonight. I just don't want to wake them up. Especially considering the finale is going to be after this next episode. So... yeah, I don't need anybody hearing that, but, great. I hope to God that my mom doesn't make me get up with Jack to get my oldest nephew ready for the bus. Please don't make me do that. I'm already gonna have to get up with Wyatt, most likely. Because usually we would get my oldest nephew on the bus, and then my mom would take my youngest nephew, who was having to stay home now, to school, and then she would go do whatever. Wait, was it tomorrow? No, I think it was Wednesday and Thursday that it's supposed to rain. Right? No, it's, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Oh, God. No outdoor play for them. Which sucks for me. Anyway, Shimoneta. This episode is, episodes 5 and 6. Them trying to go to the forest to get the dirty magazines and causing him to embrace being an erotic terrorist more than he was before. And episode 6 is sex toys. Oh, God. Anyway, this episode they are still trying to figure out how to get the students to go to ambush the forest so they can sneak in and get the erotica without the decency police getting involved. At first, they think essentially that they're not going to be able to get anybody, especially with the way things are being cracked down on at the school, where Anna's taking even more drastic measures. Oh, yeah, the infamous cookie scene is in this episode. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look for Anime America's Top 10 Notice Me Senpai characters. I think that's the video. And it shows the cookie scene. You will know exactly what I'm talking about. She made them cookies. Anna made them cookies. Normally, anybody making you cookies, nice gesture. Only bad thing about that is if they're homemade, you have a possibility that they could ruin the cookies, by burning them or not making them right, or, because there are bad cooks out there that should not be making cookies. And Anna has ruined homemade cookies for me now. Because she made the cookies, and apparently she makes them really well normally. However, this batch of cookies has an extra ingredient. the way Anna is acting. Yes. Why? I'm gonna have to edit this video. Great. What was I saying? Anyway, she added an extra ingredient to the cookie. What that ingredient was is what you get when a woman gets an orgasm. That's what she put in the cookie mix. And you can see it. You can see her getting aroused as she's talking about them. And Tanukichi rightfully screams when he realizes what she put in the cookies. So yeah, Anna ruined cookies. Oh boy. Actually, I think they mentioned Anna again in a video that she did with, Phantom Strider. He's, rightfully cleaning out his mouth from the horrible thing that he just ate. And, Anna followed them out there and had IMA at Scissor Point? Yeah, Scissor Point. Not even realizing that, I don't know if she realized or just didn't care, but she had her best friend at Scissor Point where she could have easily gotten her in the neck with it. So, yeah, now now they gotta deal with the whole forest thing, and oh god, I'm sleepy. Anyway, they try to get the students going out in the forest, but obviously that plan is not working because now I think it was in this episode. Dang it, I just checked the episodes. Yeah, it was in this episode. Now, because of the cookie incident, Anna won't leave him alone. She keeps on wanting to, and I quote, taste his love nectar, end quote. Ugh. Kind of wish I had my door closed because I don't want my mother hearing me say that and questioning what the heck are you talking about. I really don't want to have to explain it. Oh god. That's not a good example of introducing your mother to anime. That is not a good example. But yeah, I think what I was trying to say before is how Anna is acting is the exact reason why we need, like, sex education, why we need erotic graphic novels, stuff like that in the world, or else you get repressed people like Anna for when they actually get to experience that sort of thing, they take it to the extreme and go essentially crazy because of it. That is the exact reason why dirty jokes, sex education, sex toys, and all sorts of other things are necessary. And that world don't seem to understand that. And I guess they won't understand it until they see Anna acting like a crazy person. Anyway, the other two get to the forest, and obviously the decency squad is there. Decency police, whatever we call them. And IMA told him, going back to school, I'm doing this on my own. I don't want you getting caught up in this, because most likely she's going to get arrested if she tries to go by herself. And before they can even try and decide on this, a ton of the students, probably all the students, most likely, rush the forest. Oh, yeah, like I mentioned the whole love nectar thing, yeah, every single day she tries to corner him and tries to steal his love nectar, and I kept saying, find a rock and hide under it, because that's the only way you're getting away from Anna at this point. And that's part of the reason why he couldn't even leave up any dirty pictures, because Anna could pop up at any point trying to get him. So that's part of the reason why they couldn't really do anything. But somehow, they ended up getting all the pictures. I don't know if it was the girl from the lab getting them to do it, or, Saitame, whatever her name is, helping her with that as well, maybe? But yeah, they all rush through, and the girls use the guys as scapegoats, saying, oh, help us, these pervy boys are trying to get porn. And the decency squad goes to arrest the guys, and they run off, obviously not knowing about the plan, and the girls rush through trying to go and get the dirty magazines. So the other two use this as their chance to try and go and find them. Anyway, because of this, there's nobody to sign the petition, which I think is hilarious that it backfired on them like that. And when Anna hears about all this, she takes this as her opportunity and goes straight to the forest and tries to capture Blue Snow. And Tanukichi ends up finding the stash, but couldn't grab all of it, obviously, because there was so much. And when Anna sees him, she gets the same reaction when she's normally around him, but for his alter ego, even though she obviously doesn't know it's him. And she obviously can't take the fact that her body is reacting in the same way to a complete stranger that looks like him. I was like, girl, you've got issues. Anyway, that was episode 5. Episode 6, they start to develop sex toys. This ought to be fun. And by fun, yeah, it's not gonna go well. But yeah, they start out by trying to make lube, because stores can't sell it anymore because it's seen as, for obvious reasons. So they make it by boiling water and adding cornstarch to it until it thickens, and when it cools, and they end up making I don't know what the heck they used to make it. It looked like a rectangle that they cut a slit into, and they put some of the lube on it, I'm guessing, so that guys can use it. And they're trying to make something for the girls too, but it's kind of difficult to, because they don't have the tools to make vibrators edible. Yeah, apparently that sex toy is edible. And I can understand why they are trying to make the toys edible, because, they don't want to get caught with them, obviously. And if they get caught with them, they can just eat them and destroy the evidence. And, IMA has some weird ideas about what boys like to stick their things into, because at first she thinks of a cold pack, and I'm like, no, it would freeze it. And then she picks out of a hot potato starch thing. It looked like it was boiling, and I'm like, no, that's gonna burn it. No. So they just end up going with the first two things that they made. And they get the lab girl. I can't remember what her name is for the life of me. They get her to make little egg things that act as little vibrators, where you have a little remote to activate them. And they work, but as payment, she was wanting to see Tanukichi's parts on full display for her, and he wasn't obviously able to get them. But Anna, he grabbed one of them, and as he was trying to grab her to stop her from walking away from him, Anna walked in, and the bad thing is that she was trying to observe something I can't remember, but she fell into the water trying to do so, and thus her clothes got soaked, and she was hanging them out to dry, and thus she only had the lab coat on. So when he tried to grab her to stop her, he grabbed the lab coat, revealing that she was naked under there. Though he already knew, but Anna did not know that. And obviously Anna did not take that well. Oh dear. Anyway, he tries to explain that he wanted some advice from her about getting her a present, and for some strange reason he calls it a jet power stone. Though he could have just obviously said, it's a massager to, help with back pain. That's all he had to say. Because those things exist, obviously. I don't know if they exist in their world, considering that could still be used as a vibrator, but I don't know. Anyway, she thinks that it's a gemstone, so she makes it into a pendant, which it looks really nice, but I'm like, oh dear God, please don't tell me I'm always gonna find that remote and use it to mess with her. Because she's got it right on her chest. If that thing turns on, oh boy. And that's actually exactly what happens. He accidentally activates the remote. I guess he had his hand in his pocket and he turned it on. And it has the effect you would expect. And he can't turn it off. That's the issue. She's getting more and more aroused as time goes on. And he's trying to find the lab girl so she can fix it. And she can't fix it without the original device as well. Though I think he could have just said, the stupid remote won't turn off. And Anna ends up finding them. And she's just leaning against the door. And the door is vibrating as well. And I'm like, what the fuck is up with this show? Anyway, he manages to get away from her for a moment. Until he corners her. Or not, no. Gookie, whatever his name is, finds him.
Turn the heater off, you don't need it.
Okay. Anyway, he finds him and brings him back to the student council room where Anna's waiting, and as soon as he leaves the room, she starts getting freaky. And she thinks she ends up grabbing his little friend down there, but instead she grabs the remote and is moving the knob, which is making the vibration stronger. And it's getting to the point where he almost loses control over his little friend down there. But thankfully for him, luck is somewhat on his side a little bit, because it makes the vibrator thing malfunctions and breaks. So he is lucky with that. Or else it could have gone very badly. But yeah, this show is just nutso in my opinion. And is the exact reason why we need sex education and stuff like that. Because people get repressed and people act stupid. Question. Whatever his name is, the secretary guy, is he possibly bisexual? And he doesn't know it? Because the way he's acting around Tanukichi, is making me think he might have a thing for him. Because obviously they don't know how to express those sort of feelings, or don't even know what they are. Could somebody inform me, please, who've seen the show, or possibly read the manga or whatever? If this thing has manga. Oh god. I hate to see what the manga looks like. Anyway, I will try and finish the show tomorrow. I've got 2 episodes left. Here's hoping I can do it. I'll see you guys next time.